Hi guys, good morning. This is the video about the MoMo basics. So you go to the website dashboard.roundtableindia.org. You get a login page like this. You all will be receiving your login credentials in the month of July. So you log in. And you get a page like this. We'll talk about the other stuff later on. So click on MoMo. So you get a page like this with your last year minutes and the current minutes. So this is my table minutes for the year. 23 minutes done, and I'm using the 24th as a sample. So you click on create new minutes to start one. Mine is already started. So I'm going to go to this, which is edit. So, so put in your meeting date and time, venue, hosted by. If it's a business meet, it's hosted by your table, or if it's hosted by an individual, put the individual's name, whoever is the host. If it's a social meet, click here. If it's a joint meet with another table, click here. And when you start the new minutes, there will be another option saying AGM minutes. We'll talk about that later. So click save and proceed. This is all pre-filled. You don't have to fill anything with meeting call to order welcome address unless there is some change. Aims and objects, who reads it, fill it up their name, sergeant at arms, appoint one and get one. I'm just randomly going to put somebody's name over here, sergeant at arms, yeah, and save and proceed. So this is the attendance page. So first I'll try to explain the different indicators for attendance. This is present, this is absent, this is present but late. If somebody comes to the meeting after whatever your table rules predetermined time, like after half an hour of the meeting starts or 45 minutes of the meeting starts, you give them present but late. This is basically to see that as a data indicator who is very regularly coming late and how to make them come on time. Apologies of absence. You don't get attendance for this, but if you click on this, it is basically somebody has intimated you beforehand that he might not be attending the meeting. LOA, leave of absence. Leave of absence is given for a maximum of 6 months for reasons that are either the tabler is out of the country or he's out of the state or he's traveling or there is a medical emergency. Any of these reasons you give a leave of absence, and it is only for a maximum of 6 months. If the reason of the absence continues for above 6 months, then you will have to request the tabler to put in his papers. LOAT is leave of absence by the table. So if there is a situation where the tabler is incommunicado, like he's not available for you to communicate, or he's admitted in a hospital where he can't send his LOA or reasons, any of these situations, the table can take a call and give an LOAT until the tabler is able to give. So mark the appropriate column. This will fill up automatically. The next one is other credits. So if a tabler attends another table's meeting, he gets other credits. Other credits are also given for your business meetings of area AGM and national AGM. Table credits is an internal matter. If a tabler is attending a project or if a tabler is attending something very important for the table on behalf of the table can give table credits. So if you go down, you have your summary data attendance here. Visiting tablers, HT, square legs, and guest present for the meeting. You write down their names, save and proceed. So this is the meeting correction page. If you have done some mistake which needs to be corrected from the previous minutes, you come to this page, enter the meeting number, enter the proposer, enter the seconder, and what is the corrections, select and who proposes and seconds the corrections and submit that. This is confirmation of the previous minutes. Your previous minutes, proposer and seconder, and save and proceed. So this is the communication between area and national. So maintenance is something which I was trying to explain in the text. So the explanation of maintenance is matters arising thereof not covered anywhere else, which basically means that you forgot to put some agenda, or there was some important agenda which arose between the date of your notice and the date of your meeting. You can propose that to the floor and discuss it. If that matter is concerned to NEX and AEX, you put it over here. If it is an internal matter, you put it over here. This is the column where you enter tablers who attended other meetings. It is a good practice to enter the meeting number of the other table which the tabler attended and the date. Tablers at projects, who attends the projects of either your table or other table, please note it down over here. This is the greetings page. If there is any mistake, you can delete it by this tab, and you want to add greetings of somebody, you can add with using that add greetings tab. Save and proceed. This is the NM kit, which is the new member kits. If you have any new member kits you have applied for, it will come over here, for which you need to fill the details and submit it so that the new member kit will be prepared by the Secretariat. Okay, this is the section where you have all the facets to be covered. So I'll explain one facet which is the same for everything. Fellowship, projects, community service, extension rules, publicity, etc. So for any event which has been completed, you enter the date here, fellowship event name, for example, like fellowship drive, date, select one. If it is an inter table between two tables, select one table. If it is only your table, select. If there was an area event, something like NFD, MTM, or any other area event, select this. And if it is an inter area, which is your inter table event, and again NFD and MTM falls under inter table, sorry. Area is like if area initiates something. National, international. So select the appropriate tab and number of tablers present, the report. So if in the meeting you're discussing about some future fellowship plans, come to this plus over here, add discussion. And if there is an other fellowship event that happened, add one more report. So each fellowship is one report. And image, you click this and you upload the image for the fellowship appropriately. The same applies to projects, but for projects you need to fill in the cost and the table contribution and the number of benefited. If it is an FTE or a non-FTE, and you have different tabs over here, select the one appropriately. Community service, it's the same. Extension, internal extensions, rules, publicity, fundraising, LAPD, supply house, Twinkler, editor. Employee India is a new tab which is brought in this year. This is in sync with the theme of this year, where an employment exchange is being created by Roundtable India. If any table is putting forward a convener for the same and following it up with your FTE schools to send the resumes of the students, you need to put it down over here. IRO is your international relations, and other conveners is where if there is no convener here and you have a new convener in your table, like some tablers will have a CSR convener, some tablers will have sports conveners. So this is where you enter that. Same thing applies over here. Add one more report, add discussion if there is any discussion. Save and proceed. The next tab is your treasurer's report. Admin account balance, project account balance, cash in hand, treasurer report. So just enter the numbers, don't enter special characters, it will not be taken over here. And if you have more than one account, just total both the account balances and enter it over here. Treasurer report is whatever the treasurer writes, like if the treasurer has floated the quarterly report, he can note it down over here that the quarterly accounts are sent please take it down and reply back. Next is the secretary report. Secretary writes down his report at the end of the meeting. The next is the chairman's report, same. Next is any other matters. So guys, any other matters is very similar to maintenance. You can discuss your any other matters in the table and note it down over here. And same applies like add more report, add image. There is no discussion in any other matters. Save and proceed. Your sergeant report, your vote of thanks, next meeting date, next meeting venue. So this is the end of the report. So before submitting it, I would suggest first thing is to give save. Minutes have been saved successfully. Go to preview. You get what others will read. So please go down and check it once if everything that you have entered is correct and it is coming in the right order. And if you're satisfied, you need to click validate and submit. And if you have any edits, go to edits. If you have if you want to edit it at a later date, click the back button, come back to this. Your page will be like under preparation. You can edit it, you can preview it, or if you want to print it and send it across to somebody to validation, you can print it and send it across. So hope it's clear, guys. Any questions, you can give me a call or you can ask it on the group. Hope this helped. Thank you.